Welcome everyone to my course in ReactJS. So I'll be glad today to show you about some new features in JavaScript such as ES5 and ES6 and how those features works and how you can apply them in your React applications. So today we'll be looking at arrow functions, template literals, .map, the .filter methods, and how useful they are in React applications. Okay, so quickly for this section, I'll be talking about template literals and what they mean and what they do. Okay, so sit tight with a cup of coffee while I take you through this section. Okay, so normally in JavaScript, in old vanilla JS, when we declare strings or try to concatenate strings, for example, I have a variable called name and I set it on my name, let's say Armstrong. Okay, this is just a very good example of how strings have been declared in JavaScript and pure JavaScript. Okay, and if I should console.log name, I will be able to get that name. Okay, so sorry I forgot to tell you, for this course we'll be needing Node.js. So if you haven't downloaded Node.js, I think you have to do so quickly. You can pause the video and you can just go to Google, just type Node.js and get one for your PC, your Mac rather, if you use a Mac. And so we need Node.js for this. Okay, and you can also install NodeMon, although that is not really part of the discussion for today. So quickly, if you need NodeMon, you can just do npm -g NodeMon. Okay, and that will be install NodeMon globally on your system. Alright, okay, so if I should run this file with NodeMon, schema, and then that should work. Alright, you see it's printed out my name. Okay, alright, so basically this is how strings are done in JavaScript. Okay, and then if I should add my age, there's a 21, and let's say I wish to print name and age. Normally, let's say I want to make a sentence for this name and age variable. I can say your name is, I have to use a plot, concatenate the strings. Okay, so your name is this and your age is this. Okay, alright, so if I should print sentence, I should console.log sentence rather, unexpected strange. Okay, I think there should be a plus here. Alright, so we say we got your name is Armstrong and your age is 21. Okay, so basically in old vanilla JS, this is how strings are being done. Okay, you have to use the plus sign with some bonus strings and variables. Alright, so in ES6 they brought out a new feature called the template literal. Using template with literal or the template strings, you don't have to use the plus sign anymore to join strings and variables. Okay, so using template literals or template strings, we can actually mix up variables with strings, with numbers, and even do calculations and all that. Okay, so if I should implement this with template literal, this is exactly how it look like. Okay, so I just use the backtick. Okay, so whenever you see the backtick in JavaScript, it talks about the template string. Okay, it's not like the regular double quotes or single quotes, but the backtick represents the template literal, the template string. Okay, and it works exactly like the normal string, Okay, but the only difference is that I'm able to do both the variable and the normal string. I'm able to mix variables with strings all in one line. I don't have to use the plus sign anymore, which is more cleaner and more maintainable. Okay, so to bring in a variable with template literal, I have to use the dollar and the curly braces. Okay, this is just like a JavaScript interpolation. Okay, and whenever you see the dollar with the curly braces, it shows that you want to put a variable here. So I can just say name, and boom, you can see that works. Okay, so your name is NCM Song. You see that works. So you can actually complete this sentence, and your age is okay. Alright, so you see, this is how template literal actually works. Okay, so the template literal is just a normal string. Whenever you want to put a variable, you just put the dollar with the curly braces, dollar with the curly braces. This is much cleaner, this is much maintainable. So this is how template literal basically works. Okay, so in the next section I'll be showing you, in the next two sections I'll be showing you how you can use template literals in your React applications and how beautiful they are. So you can actually include variables, you can actually include pass to image, so many things. You can even do calculations. Like I have said, 20 plus 1. I think that should also work. You see, that also works. So you can even bring in calculations. You can do quite a lot of things, using template editors. Okay, so see you in the next